YouTube has quietly announced that they will be instituting new changes to gun content on their platform. Keep watching to see how it will affect your favorite channels. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I almost did not do a video on this for a couple of reasons. First, YouTube being YouTube is just par for the course, and second, I didn't actually hear about these changes until this morning, and only thanks to Gun Owners of America, which is pretty bad considering I make gun-related content on YouTube and the new policy apparently takes effect in less than 2 weeks. Excellent communication with their creators. But before I tell you all about what these new policies are and how it could affect the content you love, I would like to provide a little PSA about a company I learned about recently. And no, as per YouTube guidelines, this is not a call to action. And no, I cannot provide you a link. But that does kind of make it fit in nicely. I will just say that whatever you choose to do on your own time is your own time and your own choice. Anyways, the libertarian economic credence is that if there is a demand, the market will provide. And apparently what the world wanted was an ammo subscribe and save service, because I learned just last month that one actually exists and I think it's pretty brilliant. Ammo Squared is that company and will deliver your ammo on a set schedule or on demand when you need it, like an Amazon of ammo. It's amazing. It's a budget-friendly way to stock up, and you can spend as much or as little as you want. You just pick your calibers, set your budget, and a shipping trigger, and that's it. They'll even store it for you for free until you decide you want it. You don't even have to buy full boxes at a time. Say that you only want to dump in $3 a month or $1 a month or whatever it is that your budget will allow, and then you set it to ship when you have 10 boxes worth or whatever number you pick. It's like an ammo savings account and perfect timing with the rumors of yet another ammo shortage coming up, even though I'm not entirely sure that the last one actually ended. So anyways, I just thought that that was a nice little bit of innovation, and the more you know. As per usual, the media and gun control groups complained about XYZ content on YouTube, and YouTube said, "Okay, boss," and decided to use that as an excuse to crack down on the content you love. This time around, it seems to have stemmed from Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg blaming YouTube for ghost guns existing, and then Media Matters following suit and doing the same thing. Because they're really good at sticking their nose into things that they don't understand. So here's the actual policy page right here. Content intended to sell firearms, instruct viewers on how to make firearms, ammunition, and certain accessories, or instruct viewers on how to install those accessories is not allowed on YouTube. This isn't really anything new. A lot of this has been part of YouTube policy for a while. YouTube shouldn't be used as a platform to sell firearms or accessories noted below. YouTube also doesn't allow live streams that show someone holding, handling, or transporting a firearm. Current policy also forbids the following: content whose purpose is to sell firearms or certain firearms accessories through direct sales, for example, private sales by individuals, or links to sites that sell these items. These accessories may include accessories that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire, accessories that convert a firearm to automatic firearms, such as bump stocks, Gatling triggers, drop-in auto sears, or conversion kits, etc., high-capacity magazines or belts carrying more than 30 rounds, provide instructions on manufacturing any of the following: firearms, ammo, high-capacity magazines, homemade silencers/suppressors, accessories that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire, accessories that convert a firearm to automatic fire, provide instructions on how to convert a firearm to automatic or simulated automatic firing capabilities, provides instructions on how to install the above-mentioned accessories or modifications, provides instructions on how to remove certain firearm safety devices, such as a device that limits the release of a magazine. Note: this does not include removal of a device used to temporarily disable a weapon, like a gun lock. Though, of course, they say that isn't a full list. Now, sometimes there is content that folks like Bragg don't like that also doesn't actually violate YouTube policies. From now on, that content will be restricted to age 18 and older, which means that the YouTube algorithm is not going to like it one bit, and fewer people are going to see it. And not just because of the age restriction itself, but because of the way the algorithm seems to behave around age-restricted content. Content showing use of a homemade firearm, for example, a 3D printed gun, an automatic firearm, or any of the below accessories. So there goes a whole bunch of fun channels right there. Accessories that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire. Accessories that convert a firearm to automatic fire, such as bump stocks, Gatling triggers, drop-in auto sears, or conversion kits, etc., etc. High-capacity magazines. So now it seems that any content with a mag over 10 will be age restricted rather than just relying on people to say, this is a 30-round mag but only has 29 rounds in it, which is what they were doing before. Allegedly, they even had people that would sit there and review those videos and count the rounds to make sure that you weren't lying. You cannot get a human reviewer to look at your video when it was improperly demonetized or flagged. They will sit there and count the rounds of gun tubers. Interesting priorities. This policy decision was supposedly because these mags are banned in some states, and YouTube said that it was trying to comply with all state laws. Also, content with homemade silencers or suppressors, and here is another non-exhaustive list of examples. Videos where someone is firing a 3D printed firearm, firing a fully automatic rifle, so again there goes a bunch of fun channels and like FPS Russia's entire backlog. I know he's not posting videos anymore, but still that is a cornerstone of the internet. Firing a firearm with a high-capacity magazine, so there goes all the other gun channels that have actual live firing. And these guidelines apply to real use of firearms and may not apply, for example, to use of firearms in artistic content, such as a film. We may also make exceptions for public interest content, such as military or police footage, news footage, or footage from war zones. So, note. Kids will be able to still watch movies and clips of movies where Hollywood stars improperly handle firearms with unrealistic portrayals of firearms, can watch videos about alcohol that's illegal for them to drink, and all other number of things, but they will no longer be able to watch videos on responsible firearm use and instruction from folks who typically respect the guns they're working with. So sure, this might include videos of people shooting guns at exploding targets, but it will also include basic safety instruction with common use firearms and standard magazines. And what's more is a 14-year-old, 16-year-old, whoever can legally build a firearm with their parents. They can legally shoot these firearms under adult supervision. Some minors even do 3-gun competitions. But under this policy, they won't be able to watch videos about how to safely handle their firearms, how to reload faster, or build or tweak the firearms they might be building with their dads or using in their competitions. But they can learn all about hipster alcoholics and their craft beers, or watch things that glorify getting wasted all the time, because that, my friends, is more socially acceptable. But, as the first list stated, they will still be able to watch videos on how to get a gun lock off of a gun, despite the fact that there is all this safe storage legislation being kicked around by the anti-gun folks. A child will still technically be able to watch on YouTube how to get a gun out of that safe storage. But they claim this is all about child safety, even though it does not make a lick of sense from an actual child safety standpoint. It also continues to push the narrative that gun ownership is a dirty and forbidden thing. GOA has called on Congress to look into how influential gun control politicians and groups really are in making policies at YouTube, and if the Biden administration or the new White House Office of Gun Control was used to institute this new censorship. It certainly would not be the first time that we learned the government was in cahoots with social media to push a certain narrative or swing public opinion in one way or another. It's kind of what they do now. And yes, technically YouTube is a private company, but I fail to have sympathy for that argument or really consider it a valid one the minute that that company chooses to become a mouthpiece for any government or administration or state, which is exactly what YouTube has done many times over at this point. Once you decide to cross the line into being state media, you are no longer a private company as far as I'm concerned. Especially in today's culture where YouTube is so deeply integrated. Frankly, I just wish that there was a viable alternative. I know that this is something that comes up anytime that YouTube makes a big policy change or does something dumb. Unfortunately, there are really none with the viewership pull of YouTube, and so that's where all the sponsors are, where the audience is, and where the growth potential is, even despite these policies. I know that folks say, well, just go over to XYZ platform or ABC platform, but if you have sponsors that are paying for slots, they have an expectation of having a certain reach or a certain audience. They're not paying for you to go put their ad over on Rumble or wherever else. They want it on YouTube. It's unfortunate, but that is the way that it is. I personally have tried other platforms and they have either gotten taken down by the government, by competitors like VidMe. VidMe was a great one. It had a lot of potential and gone. Or they have a terrible creator interface that makes it hard and time-consuming to upload videos. My biggest complaint that I have had about Rumble is the last time that I tried to upload videos, it took forever, and if you switched windows or walked away and your computer went to sleep or any other number of things happened, it would shut down the upload and you would have to start all over again, and let me tell you, toddlers are not conducive to that process. Anyway, that is the deal of what is happening over in YouTube world, which is really stupid, but it is what it is, and I am blessed in that I get to complain about it to you guys all in exchange for being able to be a stay-at-home mom and raise my child the way that I want to raise her. So folks, that is your update. You know the drill for the algorithm things. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are new here. Ring that notification bell. Drop some comments down below to help the algorithm powers that be. And as always, thanks for tuning in and happy shooting.